older men, whoever said that older men are more matured, kiniko, let me tell you, there's a reason why somebody is single at 50, 48, never been married. I'm not talking about people that have been divorced or something else, never been married. They have guts. It's their bad character that has made them be single. I'm not talking about those that don't want to marry you and I've said they don't want to marry, those that are still looking for wives. Now, bad character make them never marry. Let me give you a story time of how this older guy I was going out with wanted to turn me to house girl. And this guy looked very young. He looked younger than his age. So we started talking. Everything was going on well. We went on like 2-3 dates. Then on our 4th date, he was like, oh, do you want to come home? Let's go to my house. And I was already comfortable with this guy. At the point, at that time, I was already liking him. So I'm like, okay, no problem, let's go. And you know, growing up, if we're having visitors, this is how your mother would tell you, you people should clean the house. Make sure this place is sparkling clean, because a visitor is what? Coming. That is what? First impression. For somebody to tell you, oh, let's go to my house, it's not something they just thought on the spot. And you know the condition you left your house before asking someone to follow you home. I said, okay. When we got to his house, you know that Bible verse that says Jesus wept, precious wept. The house was looking like aluminium condemned site. The house was looking like, you know where they used to pack those bins and go and throw away. Beautiful apartment, poorly managed. You could see that the tiles were new tiles, white, like everything was good. But dirty plates for like 4 days was on the sink. Clothes were scattered everywhere. Things he had ate were on the floor. Everything. I was, I said, okay, let me not be too conclusive. Let me not judge the book by its cover, because this cover is already. But let me give him a benefit of doubt. Maybe he didn't really think it through. He has forgotten how he left his house before telling me let's go to his place. So we're there, and after everything.
So guys, I have been meaning to talk about this topic of marrying older men. Then I realized, I kept stalling it. And then recently I saw this video. I was like, no, maybe it's about time. Maybe it's a sign that I need to address this issue of dating older men, ladies who date older men. Here's Regina Daniels, a Nollywood actress in her early 20s, married to a senator who is above 60. Yes, the man is super rich. She looks well taken care of. Well, aside little rumors of how he doesn't stay in her apartment, he has other wives, concubines, and all that. I mean, the girl looks really good. She's living her best life, touring the world, wearing expensive jewelries, and what have you not. To me, it's a win-win. No? Instead of marrying Yongi, we go make you suffer. My dear, go and marry your ancestor if he treats you right and has enough money to throw around. Just make sure, you're gathering properties for your children, because if he buys, my sister, you are leaving empty-handed. So here we have Senator Hope Uzodinma and his wife, Chioma Uzodinma, Barrister Chioma. Hope Uzodinma is the present governor of Imo State. He is 71 and his wife is 33. Guys, the way these two met, their story was all over the internet in those days. Hope was a senator at the time and was dating this babe's friend. And the girl took over no time. In fact, her friend was so heartbroken, according to rumors, that she passed on a week after these two got married. So far, so good. Chioma looks good. And it looks like Hope Uzodinma is a really cool guy. So I don't think she's complaining. Even as much as the only problem I have with her, she has become such an mweke. Like dressing like an old woman. You would barely know she's just 33. This was how the couple celebrated Hope Uzodinma's second term win. He won his election on Saturday. And of course, anywhere Beleface chief priest was present to hail him. As usual, it was chief priest who posted this video. Well, as much as I don't know if the people voted him, I just always knew he was going to win. I mean, none of the parties had credible and reasonable candidates, so why not? So here we have Alhaji Razak Okoya and his wife Folashade. Razak Okoya is the chairman of Eleganza Group of Companies. He is above 80 and his wife Folashade is in her 40s. Guys, I remember she married him when she was 25. She was a student of Unilag at the time. And guys, let me not even lie, I didn't even imagine these two were going to last. I am very honest, I thought their relationship wasn't going to last because I felt the lady was too young, but so far they have been wasking really strong. Unlike Razak, who had other wives before her, Folashade happened to be his last bus stop. So I guess they are living pretty fine. At least she is living her best life. And that is the essence of marriage, my people. To enjoy your life, live your best life. She looks super excited, but there are questions that sometimes when I think about getting married to older couple, people who marry older men, how do they cope with the sex? How do they cope with that? How do they cope with like there's generation gaps? You don't expect the man to reason like a modern man, although some of them try really hard to force it. Okay, like for example, let's say I have this friend. She's married to a professor who is much older than her. And you know the funny thing, sometimes she tells him she wants to club, and the man then invites a DJ to the house, invites a sound person to the house, invites his friends, and tells her what else happens in club. People dance, there's a DJ, do you need a microphone? And she's like, no, I actually want to club. I don't want to club at home. And he's like, why do you want to club? What's the difference between the club and the house? I have a DJ, I have wine, I have drinks. What else? What's the difference between here and a club? He doesn't just get it. I mean, you don't blame him. He's an old man in his 60s and is probably wondering why she wants to just go somewhere and dance. It's not his fault. So another couple I admire, or rather admired, because they are both of blessed memory, are Pastor Taiwo Odukoya and Pastor Nomti. I recall Pastor Nomti said when she got the proposal from Pastor Taiwo, she was scared of the age gap. It's over 20 years between them because she passed at 37. Pastor Taiwo was already in his 60s or something. Pastor Taiwo passed at 60, in his mid 60s, almost late 60s. So you see that there's an age gap between them, but she said she opened the particular verse in the Bible and she got her consolation and she enjoyed the marriage. Although according to Pastor Taiwo's daughter, Pastor Tolu said then her dad would always call her and say, please, what can I get for Nomti? Nomti says, I'm not romantic, I am old school, and Tolu will help him organize roses, chocolates, and all that. So you see the thing about getting married to older men, it's quite dicey. Some are open to learning, some are rigid and are not ready to bend. But whatever it is, if you're married to an old man and he doesn't give you money and he's not a kind person, my dear, you are wasting your time. Like, pack and leave, because it's definitely not even up. You're not, like, why would you do that? There should be something you're benefiting from him. Yes, let it be money, love, affection, anything. But there has to be something that will, when you remember, you'll be like, okay, let me manage this old man. Because imagine waking up to a wrinkled face, squeezed face, a man that ties wrap on his waist in the house, behaving like someone from like ancient and modern. It's not easy, but you know, there are things that will make you say, okay, it is worth it. And one of such things is definitely the money, the care, the person's behavior generally. So as for the girl you saw at the beginning of this video, it's quite, I don't know what to say, because some of her opinion are kind of flawed. But the thing is, generally, before you get married to an older man, you need to weigh options. So you really do need to weigh options. Well, some people have used older men to open their families, but like I said, if you're married to an older man, especially when you are not the only wife, my sister, gather your properties, because as soon as the man, his family will come and take their rightful position. Then you will realize you are nothing but a senior nanny. Guys, I forgot to include Chief Emmanuel Iwanyawo and his wife. This one, the age gap is above 40 years old, if not 50. Chief is in his 80s, this lady is in her 30s. When they got married, it broke the internet. For those of you who do not know, this lady is Big Brother Niger Princess sister, elder sister. Guys, oh well, for Chief Iwanyao, he has grown-up kids who are even older than this lady, and he lost his first wife and then he remarried. You would hardly see pictures of these two outside though. Like, I don't think the girl even posts him. She's not even proud of him. I remember when they got married, then it was BBM. She was on a friend's contact and then she would crop just his face. I don't know why she married him because I don't even think Prince is from a poor home. Well, now she's doing bestie with Hope Uzodima's wife, which is pretty cool because I mean, they're both married to old men, so it's not even bad. So tell me, guys, to be very honest, will you marry an older man? What are your thoughts on getting married to an older man? Do you think old men make better spouses? For me, I think it's relative. I don't really like to say, oh, this person is acting this way because he or she is old. No, because my people, they are young people that are also as cocoa as these older guys. So I don't want to really say it's this, is that. It's just an individual thing. Yeah. So tell me, who is your favorite couple among these people I mentioned? I will drop mine in the comment section. Can you guess who my favorite couple, or let me say my top two couples are?